Hello and welcome. I think everything is ready and good to go. Um, Let me just get the stream up for yous. Here we are. Hello. Welcome to another watch-along stream. And this one is against Boston. Big game. First and foremost, MG says very grateful you're covering this game. Thank you very much for tuning in. Wow, this is going to be a very good game, as I've just said. Because, well, the Celtics, were sort of bailed out by Jaylen Brown in regulation with basically a prayer, rounding out the game the other day against Miami, and unfortunately weren't able to pull through in overtime. So they're going to be hungry for a win to get back on the winners list. So we've probably caught them at the worst time. And then the Brooklyn Nets, well, we are on a 4-game winning streak at the moment, which is a bit unheard of. Last time we lost was against Indiana. And that one was, well, not great to say the least. It was a 40-point last quarter that got Indy the win, but since that point we've been pretty good defensively, and we've had some pretty good performances from some players. We do have a bit of an injury list today, and you will see here that is what we're looking at and what we're dealing with. Sumner put in some really good minutes in the last couple games, defensively contributing, and then Ben Simmons and Watanabe have been out for quite some time. So, it's not ideal there, but as the next man up mentality goes, you just have to play your role, and that's what we're gonna need from every single player that gives minutes today. So it looks like, in the absence of Sumner, we don't have like a defensive point guard that can step up. So we do really need, Patty Mills and Seth Curry to hold up their end of the bargain off the bench when Kai is having a rest. Joe Harris is going to have to put in another good shift. He's been very good the last couple games. 9 threes over 2 games, in comparison to where he could only score 5 of 30 in the 5 games prior. So he's doing a pretty good job at the moment of finding his shot and converting when given the opportunity, which is necessary given the role he plays. It's just another one of those games where, we need our players to step up. It's really that simple. These games are going to be reliant on, everyone chipping in. And that is why we had a 36-point lead at midway through the second quarter the other day, because it was all team-oriented. The ball was moving, defensively engaged and active. Everything was going right, and then we sort of swerved away from that a little bit in the second half, and then the lead slowly deteriorated, but luckily the time ran out for the Raps. So today it's going to be one of those games where we're not going to get a 36-point lead, and we're going to have to play the full length of the game. I was really enjoying him recently. Yeah, Edmund's been excellent, if that's who you're talking about. But regardless, starting 5 for Boston, they are missing Robert Williams and also Marcus Smart. So they're 2 assignments, or 2 players that would have been very, very important in, keeping us away from scoring. They're 2 very key centerpieces or pillars of the Boston defense. But that's not to say that the players replacing aren't equally capable. I mean, Derek White's one, and he's defensively excellent, and so is Grant Williams, I think. He's not as good of a defender, but, offensively he actually holds his own end of the bargain as well, which is, it's important for Boston's chances of winning this game. So, it's going to be a very intriguing contest. This will say a lot. Boston obviously aren't full strength, but, Oh, we're talking about Ben. Yeah, Ben has been also very good. A bit of a shame that he got knocked down to injury, but, it's better to be conservative with players like him that have been somewhat injury prone for a fair bit of time now. And so has Utah, and he's still out as well. So we've got a few plugs to, stopgap. And it's going to be interesting to see who steps up today. But, if last game showed us one thing, it's that the ceiling for this team is so great, so grand, that any team supposedly coming up against us, when we're at our best, is going to be in with an absolute handful. It's going to be very tough to contain, but the game is going to be starting very shortly. We've got about, they're doing lineups and whatnot, so we've probably got about 5 minutes to the bounce. So alrighty. Around the grounds as well, I mean, San Antonio are getting absolutely flogged at the moment. And then apparently Jose Alvarado had a ridiculous game out of absolutely nowhere. He had 38 points off the bench. Jose. 8 threes. 6 or 7 from the line. 12 of 19 overall. Bro, I don't know what his career best was before that, but he's probably eclipsed it by about 20. This is going to be a good game? Yep. You couldn't say it anymore if you wanted to. Alrighty, first quarter about to get underway. Alrighty. It is time to get down to business. As a song once said. Alrighty. Here we go. Bit earlier than usual. Let me get the right overlay up. Alrighty. Here we go. Time to get this show on the road. And it will obviously be Clax and Horford in jump ball, I would assume. Tatum can also do the jump. Williams can also do the jump. But it's going to be Horford, the traditional center for the Celtics. Don't know how much lift he's getting these days, but here we go. And we kick things off with Nets winning the tip. We are ready to go. And Kyrie will commence proceedings and get it to KD in the post. Tatum getting the assignment. It looks KD. Excellent start for KD, and that's just a trademark jumper for Kevin. And so now the Celtics get into an offensive set, and Tatum will get it. Kyrie trying to go for the steal, and he is unsuccessful, but a good intent early. They get it in. Trying to get it to Jaylen Brown. Grant Williams faked the pass, got it to the basket, and scores through Joe Harris. So now Kyrie. KD fakes on the three. Fouled on the shot by Jaylen Brown, and it's going to be 2 shots. Or potentially not. It's going to be a side out. Alrighty, from the side, 1 minute into the game, KD's going to get it in the corner. Royce, top of the key, pulls the trigger, got it. There we go. Now the Celtics, Derek White drives on Joe Harris. Blocked by Clax. And now in transition, Kyrie. Layup is good. Excellent. So now Tatum. Guarded on the perimeter. Gets it to Brown. Kyrie's got that assignment. Switch. KD on him now. Brown, good contest by Clax, and he goes in for the rebound as well. Kyrie, cross, once again off the glass, and once again a score, 9-2, 2 minutes in. We've been renowned for these starts, these very good starts, but... Oh, there's another turnover for Boston. Here we go again. KD, Kyrie runs to the corner. Extra feed, Joe. Nope, he waits. Royce, guarded by Horford on the outside. Probably wanted to attack that on the drive. KD, right-handed floater is good. 11-2. And so Tatum, 1-2 with White. White tries to get to the paint, forced to kick out. Williams in the corner now on Clax. Had him in the air, muscled his way to the basket, and scores for 2. So he is their only source of offense early in this one. Royce, Celtics went under the screen, and Royce tried to capitalize, but no three-pointer converted. Tatum lost the ball on the dribble, 2-on-1. Oh my god, yep, here we go again. You've got to work on the fast breaks, man. Royce is going to shoot a 3 again and miss. KD and Clax versus Derek White on a transition opportunity. You have to score that every day of the week. Williams scores from the corner, and it's back to 4. It's so infuriating. Like, how do you miss a bounce pass like that? Just throw it up to Clax for an alley-oop or KD for an alley-oop. Derek White is never getting up there. Even if you just throw it up. Why are we so inadequate on fast break opportunities? Kyrie gets blocked. Celtics, transition opportunity. Tatum pulls up for 3, and he's got it. 8-0 run for Boston. And that all started from that bullshit transition opportunity we butchered. Kyrie, bit of miscommunication. We missed the 3. Tatum, another over dribble and another turnover. This time it's a 2-on-2. KD all the way. He missed the layup. Fucking hell. Every time a fast break opportunity. I don't know why we are so terrible in that situation. And Boston now on an 11-0 run. So dumb, man. How many opportunities are we going to get on the fast break before we actually convert one? Kyrie pulls up for 2, and that's another poor shot. Just no passing in these last couple possessions. Ball movement was a staple in the early going. Tatum doesn't get a whistle. We get it ahead to Joe. And Joe also misses a layup. Jaylen Brown does well defensively. Man. We've had 4 extra shots. And have only, haven't converted any more than they have. Grant Williams extra feed. Jaylen Brown catch and shoot 3 is good. We have to call a timeout. It's a 14-0 run. And that is shithouse. We've actually forced a couple turnovers and have done nothing with it. Like, seriously, go into the gym and practice fast break opportunities. We always seem to not find the high percentage. Always be in two minds and never actually know which is the best option. You know? Like Kevin Durant and Clax in a fast break with Derek White. You already know that Derek White's giving up a shit ton of size, so throw it up as high as you can. You know? It doesn't have to be an alley-oop at all, but you should be taking it to the cup. Instead, KD with the feed to Clax at a position which is a bit awkward, and he fumbled it. I'm still dwelling on that purely because those opportunities are going to be ones we need to capitalize off. If we're going to get these extra opportunities, we need to be punishing them. You know? And unfortunately, at the moment, we started exceptionally well and then we fell back into bad habits. Shooting these terrible pull-up jump shots early in the shot clock without any form of passing. So it's 16-11. Scoreline. And, actually, I can get the box score up. I didn't even think about this. Let me just get it up. Box score. Williams is 7 and Brown is 6. They're shooting the ball very well. They have not missed the three-pointer. We are shooting a 5 of 12. We've had 3 more shots and aren't leading. And the three-pointers, Kyrie's already taken 5 shots and he's 2 of 5. So, look, I can say that offensively our last few possessions have been a bit shithouse, but in saying that, defense needs to be where it all spurs from. Because right now it's not really existent. Like the last 2.5 minutes have been Boston on a 14-0 run. And 14 points in 3 minutes by itself is just not good enough. Especially against Boston. So, no changes as of yet for either team. Actually, Brogdon is in the game early for Tatum. So they're going to stagger his minutes. KD gets Derek White out of the way and scores for 2. And now Brogdon will facilitate the offense. So Derek White looking for a handoff, gets it to Williams, and they pass it around the perimeter. Brogdon. They haven't really tested the paint on this possession, and Derek White misses the 3. Kyrie, backwards to Joe. Extra feed is exceptional, and Kyrie misses and disappoints. That's poor. Kyrie has not had a great start to the game from the field. Williams misses a 3-pointer, and they missed the last couple. Kevin Durant now in a switch with Horford. Cross, kick out, Royce, one more, Joe. No, he's held up pretty well. KD now. Back out to Joe again. He drives on Horford, and Horford says no thank you. And a swat out of play. Turns out no age can defy this man. Or deny this man. So 4.5 to shoot. Cam Thomas is probably going to get more minutes this game, and he needs to grab the opportunity with both hands because he has been, for the most part, fairly ordinary. Where we're going to get it. KD in the post on White. He's doubled, somehow got through, and then airballed the shot. Jaylen Brown crossed to Brogdon, and Seth Curry got absolutely decked. And Brogdon also rode the same wave. Just a bit of a collision. So, a stoppage in play. White now drives on Cam, and White misses the push shot. That's good defense, Cam. Stayed with him on the drive. He's going to get it now, and was fouled on his drive down the middle. So it will be free throws for Cam Thomas. White will pick up the personal. And it will be 2 free throws coming up for Cameron Thomas. Don't know if that's his name in long form. Cam's first free throw rattles around the rim. Bounced out and then back in. So, first free throw of the game between both teams is good. And the second is off. Oh my God, Joe! Somehow Joe able to tip it up and in on the second miss. So it's a 3-point play in essence. And then KD nearly got the steal after they tried to force the ball to Jaylen Brown. And then what the fuck is Seth Curry doing? Got in the air, and Jaylen Brown will shoot free throws. Well done, Joe. Jaylen Brown and Sam Hauser, who's in the game, were not doing a good enough of a job to keep him accountable. So free throws for Jaylen Brown. The first is good. We've done pretty well in getting steals, but we've got to be, remain alert for the other portion of the game, the main portion of the game, when it all matters. But we are doing ourselves some service in getting some extra opportunities because we're reading the passing lanes and being active. So KD's going to get it on the outside, guarded by Brogdon. He's got a lane to the rim. Defense somewhat collapses. KD tried the push shot with the right. It's off. And now Derek White to Hauser, to Horford, and now back to White. Royce went under the screen. White shoots the 3, and we get the rebound after he misses. So Cam Thomas, drive it, gets in the mid-range and misses the 2. I don't know why you don't test him more. Jaylen Brown shoots a 3 and is on absolute fire early in this game. So KD, screen set, switch, KD to Cam, drives and kicks to Royce, has a wide open 3 and missed it. We have gone ice cold. Brown again for 3, knocks it down again. Put your best defender on Jaylen Brown because he's just cooking. Tatum hasn't scored a point, and Jaylen Brown scored about 25, even though they've only scored 24. You see the exaggeration, though. KD, Joe, Shoots the three. And he's got it. Get it to Joe, man. That's his first shot of the game. And he knocks it down. And Williams and Pritchard, who were getting ready to check in, have both been sent to the bench. Curry's already picked up 3 fouls. What a stupid foul to give away. And we have a timeout. What a dumb-ass foul to give away. I don't know how many points Brown has, but he is probably accounting for them, basically all their points. You can see what's going on with us at the moment. We've run the 7-man rotation to open this game. TJ Warren has not seen minutes yet, which is intriguing to me. But right now, Kevin Durant, 6 points, 3 of 6. Obviously, his life was made difficult last time these teams played in the playoffs. Joe's got 5, and Kyrie's got 4. But the shooting hasn't been at its best. 38% from the field. I mean, that's got to lift in the as the game wears on. Given our start, we were much better at the start of the game, moving the ball a little bit. Started on an 11-2 run. Since then, it has been a 22-8 run. And we've done well to stem the tide a little, but by scoring, but their scoring has not stopped. And you can see Boston, 6 threes in 1 quarter already. 8 of 15 overall. You've got to be better. They've only had 3 assists. And that is basically because they've been like, Jaylen Brown, do your work. And he is not disappointed with 14 in 1 quarter. All of his makes have been 3-pointers. And Grant Williams with 7. But Tatum scored 1 3-pointer. We've given Derek White 4 shots and he's missed all of them. You've got to keep giving it into those players' hands. But at the moment, it's Operation Stop Jaylen Brown because he's burning. Absolutely burning us at the moment. So, with regards to the start, I don't think it's been a bad start, but, that's excluding Jaylen Brown and our treatment of Jaylen Brown. It's been pretty mediocre, I would say. So the second quarter about to begin. So play resumes, and it's Jaylen Brown again. KD's going to pick him up, but he just blew right by him. Jaylen Brown, and he's scored again. And he's now got 16 in 1 quarter, basically outscoring us. KD thought he was fouled, and no call. He's getting the playoff treatment. Brown, excellent cross. And, oh, you're joking. He's got 2 shots at the line. I can't say I agree with that. Kyrie is a little bit mystified. Well, the only foul I saw was when he got fouled on the dribble. Like, he didn't really, what's the word? Get fouled when he actually shot the ball. So he's scored their last 17 points and he has scored 17. So it's basically a single-handed run. KD's got Pritchard in the post. You have to attack this. Celtics collapse. We're going to have open numbers on the other side. Cam for 3. Got it. And he hasn't been particularly confident from the outside, but we take that. I think TJ Warren could be a good assignment. Low key. Fucking hell, Brogdon scores a 3 as well. They've had 7 threes in this game now. Way too easy, man. Way too easy. KD. Extra feed. Claxton threw it over his head. Wasn't even facing the basket. So, 30-24. The defense has to be on. Pritchard. Williams. Oh no, that's Brogdon. Brogdon over dribbled. Oh my life. Somehow recovered it, and then Cam Thomas was already committed to offense. Pritchard wide open under the bucket. So, going to slow it down a little bit. KD takes it to the cup and scores with ease. Switch. Brogdon drives on Warren. Doesn't move him. Good defense. Forced into a kick out. Brown catch and shoot 3. Oh my life. You fucking serious? 20 points in one fucking quarter? He hasn't missed a 3, man. KD. Oh my god. KD with the backdoor cut. And got absolutely, was getting ready to throw down an absolute hammer. He got fouled. It will be free throws. And he is a little bit in the shits right now. But, yeah, KD's upset with the no calls at the moment. There's been a couple instances where he just hasn't... Well, he's gone to ground on a drive and has looked for a whistle, and it's actually disadvantaged us because we haven't gotten the call. 5-on-4, and then, rest is history. So, KD misses the first free throw uncharacteristically and makes the second. Hold on, I'm a little bit ahead. Okay, so 20 seconds to play. Brogdon guarded on the outside by Irving. And Kyrie strips him of the ball. It will be a side out. Oh, they throw it into the backcourt from the inbounds. And it's a backcourt. So that's not what they want. The Celtics, but it's going to be... it's going to be one possession for the Nets, provided they don't turn it over, which anything is a possibility with this team. B-Gamer says, we're letting the Celtics just score all over us. Well, it's not even the Celtics. It's Jaylen Brown by himself. He's scored 20. Hasn't missed a three-pointer. So Cam, what is that, man? Fucking hell. Oh, that is so bad. What the fuck was Cam doing? Didn't even pass the ball. Just shoots an isolation three-pointer without even the ball leaving his hands. You've got to be better than that. Man. Interesting quarter. A lot happened there. But of course, Jaylen Brown is the only guy to score 20 in a quarter this year, except Zach LaVine, who scored 20 against us. What a surprise. It's box score time, though. This is what's going on here. Brown is 20. I cannot believe I'm seeing this. In one quarter, you can always trust the Nets to do this. 57% from the field, 66% from 3, and they've made 8 threes, man. I'm amazed we only gave up 35 that quarter. For the Nets, KD with 9, Joe with 5. The bench not doing well. Seth Curry, 3 fouls. There goes your offensive option off the bench. Shooting has increased a little bit, but 4 assists in 1 quarter is a very second half tendency of ours. We have to increase that in the second quarter. What the hell is Blake Griffin getting a tribute video for? I mean, he was a bit of a gun, you know. He worked hard, but he was only there like 2-3 seasons and didn't exactly do anything in the grand scheme, just like every other player. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe if you're new. We're back on Thursday or Wednesday, wherever you are in the world. Yeah. Because we're back for Nets Charlotte in the next fixture. KD's on the bench, so is Jaylen Brown, and the good thing is Brown is on the bench. The bad thing is Tatum is on the floor, so we can't catch a break. And that is too easy. Tatum, good defense though. The Nets defense collapsed. Another turnover for Tatum. Kyrie all the way to the cup, and he scores. Excellent job. I mean, the only place we are doing extremely well, we haven't turned the ball over yet. And I may have just jinxed that. We will do that on the next possession, but we're forced 5. So we're staying in the game in that department, or through that department. Pritchard misses the 3. Claxton skies for the rebound. Kyrie pulls up for 3. Got it! And Kyrie has entered the second with energy. Doubles his point tally in 1 minute. So Pritchard, guarded on the outside by Joe, and now the switch. Williams. Tatum's on Joe. Hauser. Pritchard. They can't get it into the paint. It's good defense. Good Kyrie. Pritchard has to shoot a tough shot and scores. Reached into his bag for that one. So, Royce O'Neal to Kyrie. Now the screen. Hauser guarding on the outside. Irving misses the 3. Claxton with an excellent rebound. I mean, he would have gotten it anyway, but, you know, got us an extra opportunity. We've also looked good in getting those offensive boards. I think Clax is about 2 or 3 of those. And given Robert Williams is out for the Celtics, they may have a little bit of difficulty there if there's no size on the interior. Warren, spin. Pass to Clax. Bit awkward. Clax is going to have to find a way out. And there is a 3-second violation. No way out. Picked up his dribble, and that is turnover 1. So, look, that's a decent turnover to give away. It's a dead ball, or it's forcing a dead ball. So Pritchard now on the outside, a 5-point game, and as much as Brown has dominated, they probably don't have big enough of a lead. Tatum tries to take Royce off the dribble. Clax with the block. Tatum cannot find his way offensively. Kyrie kick out to Royce, and he just passed it straight to Tatum. Second chance opportunity. Why is it that easy for them in transition? That is turnover 2. 2 in 2 possessions after not having done so the entire game. But Pritchard was the one in a 2-on-1 in that transition and still scored. Claxton, good roll and good throwdown. It just puzzles me though. Why can they do that as the one in a 1-on-2, but us with the 2-on-1 in transition can't even score? With much taller players as well. Brogdon easily gets to the bucket. That is way too easy. What is Royce doing? Joe's going to get a wide open 3. And he knocks it down. Fluent jump shot. He's back, baby. He has found his shooting in the last few games, and it's good to see. We have a foul on the floor. It is on Nicholas Claxton. It will be a side out. So, 8:35 to play in the quarter. KD checks back in. You would sense that, given we've got a couple days off after this game, he's going to be getting pushing the 40-minute mark, you would imagine. So, Tatum tries to drive on Joe. Good job staying with. And once again, another Tatum turnover. Ran into trouble. Warren gets blocked by Hauser. See that transition opportunity again. Goes begging. And now Cornette struggled to get that pass in the post. And it trickles out of play. So, very back and forth here. But, you know, we've got to be better in transition once again. I don't understand why it's such a problem. Practice in practice. That's what practice is called practice for. Kyrie, excellent cross and miss for 2. Not the jump shot. When you got KD, Warren and Joe on the floor, you need to get the ball in everyone's hands. Move it. Tatum, good defense by Kyrie. Bounce pass to Hauser, nearly. Yes, another turnover. Nope. A fucking foul. Of course it is. On Joe. Pushing him out of play. Where's Ben Simmons? Injured. Still. Come on, Joe, man. That is just a really undisciplined foul to give away. We were forcing a turnover, guaranteed. Jaylen Brown is back in. It is very clear out of him. Tatum, KD, Kyrie. Jaylen Brown has been a unanimous number 1. He gets it here. I don't care. You can't give him any space. You can't give him any space. Oh my god, of course. The one shot he misses, we don't get the offensive board, and now Derek White punishes. Fucking hell. You forced a miss. Fucking hell, man. We're so inadequate sometimes. So frustrating. KD. Good defense, Hauser. KD, 1-2 with Royce. You had a wide open look. Back to KD in the corner. He missed the 3. Warren, good rebound and good putback. And he proved that he could do that last game. Had 3 offensive rebounds. So, you know, that is something that we're going to need from him today once again. Tatum over Clax for 3. That's off. Good defense. But unfortunately, rebound landed right in the hands of the taller Hauser. Horford wide open for 3. That's off. Kyrie secures. Oh, what a pass. Oh, what? That's a goaltend, man. Tatum. Nope. Hauser for 3. Default trigger. And that is off. O'Neal. KD. Warren. Drives down the middle. He's got fouled. It will be free throws. And we've got a game on our hands here. And I seriously cannot tell whether we've played well or not. To be honest, because Because some things we're doing very well. Turnovers. And also our treatment of Jason Tatum. But we are leaving a bit to be desired on fast break opportunities. I mean, you can force as many turnovers as you want, but if you're not getting the fast break opportunities going or converting on a regular basis, you're cooked. And look, that has been a problem all season long. Fast break opportunities. We seriously have not been able to get a grip when we have a 2-on-1, a 3-on-1. Like, for some reason, no matter how much of an advantage you give us, we could have two 6'10" players, mobile as hell, against a 6'1" guard in transition, and the 6'1" guard will win out. Because we just... I don't understand. These players should have more IQ than that. Regardless, given Jaylen Brown's been absolutely scorching, and we will look at the box score at the next timeout, only being down 5 is a huge win. And I wouldn't argue we've played the best, but offensively we haven't been awful. They need more people to guard Jaylen Brown. Well, that's easier said than done. The problem is, you can put 3 on Jaylen Brown, but I would think that if we do that with Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum will then catch fire. And I do like that we've thrown all our chips towards Tatum. We've collapsed the defense, which is always a plus. It's forced like 4 Tatum turnovers. He's only scored 1 field goal or 2 field goals. You know, the team has been very good in that regard in, you know, finding Tatum's most vulnerable spot and then just, you know, stripping him of the ball and then being able to break. It's leaving a lot to be desired for Boston on the offensive end. They could have had a lot more opportunities if Tatum just didn't over dribble and he wasn't trying to, you know, force his way to the cup. I mean, I like the aggressiveness from him, but he probably needs to be a little bit more experimental. Because we've gone into this game with a plan defensively and it's working so far, but obviously with a 2-pronged attack of Brown and Tatum, it's always going to be difficult to contain them both. Just like with KD and Kyrie, it's always going to be tough to stop both. But TJ Warren on Brown, I do like the matchup. Warren won't get bossed around. Tatum on that 3 is off, and that's another miss. KD, 1-on-1 with Brogdon, falling away. That's going to be more free throws. This foul is on Brogdon. So, 2 coming up. And a couple makes will get the lead down to 1. And the first free throw is good. Joe is back in the game for TJ. I don't know why he went to the bench. I don't know if TJ Warren's going down the tunnel or something else, because he played like 3 minutes and then went to the bench. So hopefully Warren is okay. So Brogdon, Brown. That's a bit too much space given by KD, but Brown missed the shot, and it's going to be... Oh, my life. So now every Brown miss has been an offensive board in this quarter. Yep, Brown is just on... Warren's just on the bike. Which, thank God, because I couldn't live to see Warren injured again after returning last game That is such a terrible foul to give. Joe picks up the second. Brown, you know, that's a really cheap foul to give up. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like. And if you're new, subscribe to the show. We're back for the next Nets game, which is against the Hornets. Brogdon, good defense, Royce. Claxton gets in there to help. Tatum had KD in the air. He pulls up and he scores as the shot clock expires. So Kyrie, alley-oop, and that's way too easy. There was no one tall enough to compete with that, and Clax with a nice conversion. So 1 point game. Tatum moved to Royce, and now Horford in the corner. Back out to Brogdon, high screen. Clax, good defense. Oh my god. Another foul. And more free throws. So 4:46 to play. And it is a tight one. Free throw one is good for Boston. If we can keep it at this margin and just stay within reach by the half, I'll be happy. Anything better, I will obviously take. But we can't let the lead go out to like 8 or 9. Royce O'Neal for 3. That's well off. That is a fairly bad shot to shoot that early in the shot clock. Brogdon, extra pass. Horford on the baseline. He missed it. He got it somehow right back off a tip. Now Brogdon, good defense, Clax. Gang rebound, KD. Transition, come on. KD didn't even hit the fucking rim. Kyrie saves it. Joe for 3. Come on. Yes! Joey Buckets. Don't trade this guy. Kyrie Irving, man. What a save. Brown tries to take Clax off the dribble. Spin. Fade away. Got it. So that's his first points of the quarter. Kyrie goes downhill. The finger rolls off. The putback is off. The next putback is off. And somehow it did everything except not go in. So, lead is now 2. Brogdon. I like the thinking though by Kyrie. Joe hit the deck, guarding Brown. Brogdon catch and shoot is good. And the lead is up to 5. It's been a much better quarter, it's felt like. Kyrie to KD on the wing. He's going to hold or keep Horford out. KD missed the 3. You got to drive it, especially with Horford there. I mean, surely you got to test him for lateral quickness, you know. A stop is imperative here. Brogdon. Tatum in the post. Guarded by KD. That's very good defense. And Tatum is just, well, that was a very good jump shot. My voice is partially sore. And a couple buckets for the Celtics has gotten it back out to 7 and essentially cancelled out all our hard work this quarter. So, alrighty, box score time. Man. Hay fever be killing me. So, this is the situation at the moment. Shooting's been alright. From 3. From the field, it's been a bit eh. I can't help but think we need to hit 15 threes in this game to win. And right now, Joe's the only one really knocking them down. I think he's hit like 4 threes. He's had 11 points this game. He's our equal top scorer, Joe. I don't want to see any more trade reports on this guy. Stop putting him in your trade machine. Kyrie's been... Well, Kyrie and KD got to be better, man. And Royce. The shooting by those three have been poor. So, look, aside from Kyrie's shooting, I think he's been pretty good defensively. KD's been decent defensively, and so has Clax. Royce... Man, Royce is just... I don't know what he's doing. He's doing cardio, man. He's made 1 3. He just cannot keep defenders in front of him. And it's seriously putting us at, well, in a vulnerable state. And we've conceded 50% on shots and on threes. And that's been, well, only 10 dimes. So it's been a lot on isolation. And, like, their bench production, Brogdon 10, Pritchard 6, like, Jaylen Brown 22. This is a game where we've held Tatum to 7 points in a half. You can take it one of two ways. We've held Tatum to 7 points and that's a good thing. Or you can say we've held Tatum to 7 points and are still losing. You know, it's just so typical of a Brooklyn Nets team to hold one's best player to under 10 points in a half. A superstar to under 10 points in a half. And then concede 20 points to their second best player. What's your thoughts on the Brooklyn Nets this year? Well, that's a very good question. And I reckon we'll cover that at the half because there's a lot of things I could say. But right now, KD and Kyrie got to find their shot. If last year was proof of anything, it's that KD had some, well, some demons he had to fight. And turns out Boston were the demons. KD, that's a tough shot over 2. Tatum, you know, helping out on that contest with Brown. Still no match. Tatum's going to get in the post on Seth Curry, playing on 3 fouls. Oh my god, he fouled again, man. He sat for like fucking 10 minutes and came on for 30 seconds to foul again. What is he doing? Why would you reach there? Like, what is the point of fouling there? Like, we need Seth to perform. And what are they doing? Are they going to bring him to the bench? Yeah. We can't have him on the fucking bench for the entire game. All he's done has foul. Or is foul. And just provide extra opportunity for Boston. It's been a bailout half the time. And with Sumner, you're missing something. So Kyrie on the outside looking for KD. He's going to find Brogdon in the post. There's going to be the help defender, potentially. Yep, there's Brown. And that pass is shit. Why are you passing cross-court through 3 Celtics players? Tatum for 3 over Thomas. And every single time Thomas guards someone on the outside, they always score 3. And just like that, I told you, the lead could not go out to 8 or 9. Well, done a little bit more than that, actually. Kyrie just over-dribbled and turned it over. Excellent. Fucking dumbasses, man. So annoying. Turnover for the quarter after none in the first. Tatum, guarded by Thomas. Why do we keep being happy with him switching? Clax just... Did Horford just miss a 3 that badly without any influence? KD had to fetch his own ball that he nearly lost. Cam misses a... What is that attempt? Such a terrible shot selection. Williams in the corner. Extra feed Tatum. Why is Cam on him again? And he got past him and scored the reverse. Fucking hell. What an absolute joke of a way to end the first half. Why is Cam in the game over Joe? Why is Cam in the game over Joe, man? KD just fell over and another turnover. 5, 4, 3. Alley-oop. Tatum missed the alley-oop. And that's going to be the half. What the hell? That is such an awful way to end the half, man. If we don't defend the three better and get close to 15 threes in a game, we cannot beat teams like this. Celtics have 11 threes already. Well, granted, that's better than what... Well, that's actually good, considering the first quarter when they had 8 threes in one quarter. So we actually held them to 27 points that quarter. The problem, the offense hit a wall, and we still got outscored. We played well for, I reckon, the best part of 9 minutes. However, the final 3 minutes were awful. Turnovers. You know, that was the number one thing at the end of the quarter. Turnovers. And yeah. I mean, we've defended Tatum well. Brown was defended better in that quarter. Defense wasn't the problem in the second quarter. Until the final 3 minutes where they scored half of their points. You know? That might be game. No, it's not. They just went on a 12-2 run or 13-2 run in 3 minutes. That is the exact amount of time it can take for us to get back in the game. Let's have a look at the the box score. You will see... Bro, I swear to God we've defended Tatum well and he's 5 of 11. 14 points. Like, how is he on pace for 30? Regardless, we cannot have Cam in the game for an extended period because he is getting absolutely destroyed. His pants are getting dropped every single time. It's just so embarrassing. Every time he guards someone on the perimeter, it's game over. You already know what's going to happen before it happens. They're shooting bang on 50% in both areas. As I said, 10 dimes is a byproduct of them not passing the ball and just giving to their superstars and them creating. And to their credit, they're doing that exceptionally well. I mean, every single player on that team, aside from Tatum, we're indisputing, or we're not talking about Derek White and Horford because they barely shot it. Tatum and Brown are shooting it pretty damn well. Tatum just under 50%. Brown very much over 50%. Brogdon shooting it well. And so is Pritchard. 60% each. These guys that are fueling their scoring, we need to make the percentages lower. And look, second half last game, we dug in defensively until like the very end. And, you know, Siakam was torching us in the first half and we were able to, you know, slow him down. And same with Van Vliet. He wasn't getting his way. You know, we've just got to be better. I mean, wiser words could not be said. KD's got 13 as the top scorer. He has not been efficient enough. We're talking about Brogdon and Pritchard and Williams contributing. But the problem is, with us, we don't have the same contributions. Brown got a clear 22 in the half, and so was Tatum's been defended well, but is still outscoring every single player on our team. And that's speaking volumes. Kyrie's got 9 on 12 shots. The efficiency ain't there. And he hasn't been to the free throw line enough. Joe's had 11. He's probably been the only good role player that's played for us this game. TJ Warren hasn't played enough to have an influence. KD's already played 21 minutes, and so has Royce. Royce is just running cardio at the moment. Defensively, he's getting blown by every time. Kyrie is not contributing offensively as we would have liked. And if we look at the bench, there's only 3 players playing. And obviously that would have been helped if we had our full team. We're missing some key pieces, but we can say the same with Boston. And they're going deep in their rotation and getting some good minutes out of their players. We're shooting the ball okay, I guess, but 9 dimes as well. That is not going to cut it. And if we look at the extended stats, free throws, we're only at 8. Rebounds, 19. Let's have a look at theirs. 25 rebounds, so that would align with the amount of misses we've had in comparison to them. Free throws are pretty even, which is decent. I'm happy we're keeping them off the line, but turnovers, that quarter we had 5, and a lot of them, the majority are coming from the guys getting a lot of minutes. And we can't afford to have that happening. If they're going to be in the game, they need to be responsible with the ball. Boston, we were able to force a lot of turnovers in the first half. But in the second half, or first quarter, the second quarter, it really dried up in that department. And that's why Tatum was able to start scoring. That correlates with less turnovers being created. So, it's a really simple solution to getting the victory tonight. Keep them off the 3-point line, number 1. Or if you're going to make them shoot it, you've got to make it more difficult for them. You've got to dare them into shooting contested threes. If they're feeling that confident that they think they're going to score contested 3-pointers, then by all means, go ahead and make them shoot it. Make them shoot it. But if you're conceding the 3-pointer, if you're teasing them into shooting, when there is very clearly some space involved, you're basically asking to get torn apart in that department. And then, from our perspective, we need more contribution from the role players. If we're going to run an 8-man rotation, nearly every single player needs to be in double figures. With Seth Curry, he's played 3 minutes and had 4 fouls. So granted, I don't think that's going to happen with him. But Cam needs to, find a way. Warren needs to contribute. I don't think he's been that bad. But Kyrie, we can't have 9 points from him in a half. We can't have Royce make 1 of his 5 3-pointers. KD needs to be shooting it above 50%, all these things. There's so many things we can fix. And this is all saying, and I'm saying all this, even though until the 3-minute mark of that second quarter, we were tied. Or basically toe-to-toe. And then we decided to start going into ISO ball again. And it's a very easy habit to fall into, especially when other teams are pulling it off. And it's asking for trouble because every single time teams throw a zone at us, KD gets doubled. KD always seems to think it's a good idea to throw the ball cross-court to the open man and go do a shortcut when very clearly the pass isn't on. and there's like two players standing in the lane. If it doesn't get through or if it does get through the first, best believe it's getting chopped off by the second defender. So we've got to be smarter with that. And there's got to be players that also rotate around to give him more help and a bailout option. But, you know, that's another thing we need to work on. And look, those fast break points that we missed out on early in the game would be awfully handy right now. If we go on to lose this game and fall short at the final hurdle, it will be because of that. I mean, it'll be because of a lot of things, and you can put it down to a lot of things, but that is one of them. Missing out on 5-6 points because you couldn't adequately convert a fast break opportunity is just pretty poor. If you're a seasoned NBA player and you can't not only score fast break, but score fast break off an out number. I think everything looks fine except the 3 disparity. They have 3 more shot attempts and 1 more point on free throws. Agreed, but the 3-point is the number one thing, but in the second quarter, the 3s dropped off for Boston. The problem was turnovers. We were with them the whole quarter. And then those last 3 minutes when I said, do not get the lead above 8. And look what happened. And it was on the back of turnovers and these opportunities that were going begging for us because it was ISO ball, going back into old habits. I say that way too many times, but it's true. I'm not going to paper over the cracks. It's exactly what is happening here. So, we've got to be smarter with it, you know. We've got to be so much smarter. Around the grounds, the Kings are whooping the Bulls, and I don't know what's going on over there. In Chicago, the Knicks beating Cleveland, Memphis beating Denver well, and the Lakers up on Washington at the moment. Indiana, Portland also to come later on today, and that's going to be a good game. Both teams above 500 unexpectedly at this point of the season. But right now, I mean, yeah, work to be done. That's all I have to say. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to show your support and subscribe if you are new. We're pushing 750 subs, which is a monumental effort. So thank you for all your support down the line, or to this point and down the line. So yeah. Also, the name of this channel may be changing very soon, and there will be an announcement on that when the time comes. But yeah, there will be a little bit of a channel change, just so it has a bit more of a sporting relation, and it sort of correlates with the content I do. Because the current name is a bit generic. And it's, yeah. So, you know, we need to add a little bit of spice to it, if you know what I'm saying. So, stay tuned for that. I will keep, or be vocal in the community tab, and I will also be vocal, potentially in a video where I'd announce that. It's not that. That's just way too generic as well. It's something that I think is, yeah. It works. It just works, you know. It's hard to explain it. It's pretty hard to explain it. Alrighty. So third quarter about to begin. Yep. It should be it will be undertaken in the next, I reckon, few days. And probably by the next game, the next watch along, it'll be a new name. Yeah. And speaking of which, the next game is against Charlotte. We've got Atlanta, Indy, Washington, and Toronto down the line. There is a big 3-day break next week. So, That should be good vibes. But for the moment, as I love to say, we're living in the current moment. And, right now, the focus is on the game at hand. And we need to begin this second half strong. Last half, we did pretty well at the very beginning. A cheeky 11-2 run to kick things off. And then, bang. We fell into a rabbit hole. Couldn't dig ourselves out. And, the rest is history. That is why we're down 12, or one of the many reasons why we're down 12 right now. So, it's going to start with KD and Kyrie. They need to set the tone. And Kyrie did that when, 3 quarters last week, or last game, why am I saying last week? He had 12 points in 3 quarters, scores 15 in 1. That's where it's all going to commence. But it's also going to start defensively. We need to stop Tatum and Brown, man. They've combined for 36. That's a good piece of ball movement by Boston. And Brown had a wide open 3 and he missed it. So I think it's also going to be partially down to luck. Sometimes your shots fall and sometimes they don't. And if they don't fall more often, then that could put us in good stead. Kyrie stops, pulls up for 2. That's a foul! Oh my god, it's not a foul. Okay, excellent. So, Kyrie scores a step back 2 over Williams, who was tightly guarding. And now Brown on the outside. Another 3. He keeps on firing and he misses that one. So they have started to not fall. He's cooled off. Kyrie gonna shoot a 3. And it's off, but Clacks with the rebound. Kyrie again. Nope, he's not gonna do that. Joe, oh my god. The pass was poor, and now a turnover, and now Brown to White on the wing, and the screen. White gets into the paint, forced into a pass, and that's a backcourt. So good defense by the Nets. That's what we need. We need players like Derek White to have more usage in this quarter, or in the rest of the way. It's going to help us so much if we can just keep on keeping on in that department. What's going on? Ball is inbounded for Kyrie. Looking for an option. KD's going to get it in the post. Gee, that's a good move. And it was an easy 2-pointer. Tatum didn't even jump on that one. So a good maneuver by KD. And we've scored the first 4 of the third quarter. I can sense a bit of a lift. White's got a wide open 3. What is he doing, Kyrie? Way too wide open for a guy who was 1 pass away, but another miss for Boston. KD puts his head down, shoots over Williams, and that's cash. Lead has been halved in 2 minutes, and Boston, they've had their looks, but they have not knocked them down like they did in the first half at the same rate. Joe, good defense. Got in the passing lane. Excellent pass. KD, oh my god, that's cash. You need to score that. Joe should have just taken it all the way. And then Brown throws up a wild layup. That's off. Transition opportunities. Royce, KD, gets past the closeout and scores the finger roll. He had Kyrie in the corner, but KD doing the high percentage things. And in 2 minutes, we have made an 8-0 run. Just like that, the lead's gone. Williams, that's Nets ball! Well done, Royce. Forces a turnover. Tapped it off Williams. And it's going to be Nets ball. Joe. Extra feed. Kyrie. Corner. No. Clacks. Good rebound. Kick out Royce. Joe. Bounce past the Clacks. And now KD at the logo. We hold things up. He's going to shoot a pull-up three. That's off as well. Man, we got to stop. Or KD's got to stop. He's trying to force the three. Brown is going to get free throws. This has been good. A much better start to the quarter. That was a very questionable whistle, I have to say. So free throws. Jaylen Brown's first is good. That's their first point of the quarter. But man, we're once again turnovers and bad shot selection just being the death of us right now. So the Celtics have not made a free throw or field goal this quarter. We have made 4 on 50%. We've had 4 more shots, which is excellent. KD, foul. And a foul on the floor. Kyrie will get it into Clacks. KD on the wing. Guarded closely by Brown. Feeds it to O'Neal. Goes down the middle. And he got his shot blocked. It's just such an easy layup to swat as well. Brown. Oh my god, how did he score that? That was an unbelievable score by Jaylen Brown. And they've stabilized. Once again, just like, the first quarter, trend went. Started well, and then gave the Celtics a look. Royce, Joe, Kyrie, around the perimeter. 4 to shoot. We've got to get it off. Clacks has such terrible hands at times, man. So sloppy. It's every single time, man. It's good defense, but we've got to get into a proper set. So Derek White. Tatum is looking for the pass. Derek White wants to go alone. Nope. Now he says, Tatum, you have it. And that's a good contest by Clacks. KD. Clacks is rim running. And it's going to be potentially free throws. It's going to be a timeout as well. So 66-58. We went on an 8-0 run. It is now a 4-0 run in the favor of Boston. And once again, the shot selection is letting us down a little bit. I want to show how many times KD has shot threes. Let's have a look. He's had 4 3-point attempts, and he has not made one. And Kyrie's 5 of 15, man. Joe needs more shots. He's looking very lethal at the moment. He's got 11 points on 6 shots, bro. And then, Royce with 3 points. I mean, he's not doing anything at the moment, really. 1 of 7. KD's been better this quarter, to be fair. A few buckets early really closed the gap, but we're going to need even more. I know I'm being a bit of a wishful thinker, but we need more. even so, KD's efforts this quarter, I mean, we're still down 8. And well, for Boston, I mean, their shooting has dropped off, I would imagine, this quarter. Yep, it's much further down than what it was in the at halftime. It was 50% bang on, and it's already gone down that much. So Tatum hasn't scored yet. Brown scored twice, but he's only scored 1 field goal, which is good. And we're nearly halfway in the quarter already. Joe might have to score 30 for us to win. I mean, quite honestly, it could come down to that. He has been excellent in recent memory. The last 3 or 4 games, like, he has been on smoke. He's been so good. He's been so good. Not on smoke, but like he's just been on fire. He's been scorching. Alrighty, so come on, fellas. We need you to dig deep. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to stay notified. We're back for Nets Hornets next, which is also the next game for Brooklyn. So if you want to tune in for that, make sure to do what I just said. Can't be asked repeating it. Clacks. Free throws coming up. Oh my god, that was a rim grazer on the first free throw for Clacks. Barely touched it. Second free throw also is off. I mean, that's another area we need to capitalize in. If we get the free throws, we need to score them. Brown drive. Good contest, Clacks. Another block. KD. Bounce past Kyrie. Euro. Missed the layup. Got it back. Excellent job, Kyrie, on the hustle. KD. Joe in the corner. Shoots. He hesitated on that 3. That probably stunted the rhythm just a little bit. Should have just gone ahead the first time. And then Horford was standing out of play when he went to reach for it. So it's going to be another turnover for Boston. And it's been a little bit more disjointed this quarter. You know, only 8 points to 4 in half a quarter. Kyrie has got Joe wide open. Shoot it. Extra feed. Royce in the corner. You got to hit that. You've got to score that, Royce. Fucking hell, man. Backdoor for Jaylen Brown. He gets trapped. He's got to kick out to Horford. And now Williams across to Tatum. Excellent move to get to the paint. KD! Get out of there! Excellent block. Good recovery after he jumped on the pump fake. They got 4 seconds to shoot. Joe did well to hold him up there. Here we go. Do not let them get the ball. Williams. 1. And he took way too long. Shot clock violation. 66-58. And, well, I can't say defensively we've been bad because we've been excellent this quarter. We've forced 5 turnovers. They've had 4 points in over 6 minutes. The problem, we've only scored 8 of our own. And it's been a pretty big issue. KD, one-legged jumper off the glass. That's good. 6-point game. They've scored 1 field goal in the entire quarter. The defense, man, has been wonderful. Tatum. Good Joe. Williams. Good closeout KD. Driving kick. Horford has a wide open 3. He missed from the corner. He had a very wide open look. KD. Oh my god, that's a good read, and now it's a 2-on-1. Let's see if Boston fuck it up. Nope. Nope, because that's Boston, and if it was us, we would have found a way to fuck it up. Man, KD... It was the right option. Clax was rolling to the rim, had a basically wide open dunk if he got it there. Kyrie step back 2 is off. Not the jump shot you want at all. Tatum just threw it out of bounds. Once again, lost his dribble. It's been an excellent quarter defensively. It's just the offense, man. It's... Amazingly, it's been a 10-6 quarter, and we've got 4 minutes to play in the quarter. If offensively we were good, we would be in the box seat. KD, post up, backing down Brogdon, turn around, 2 is good, and he is him. So we've got 4 minutes to play. Warren and Curry getting ready to come back in. Brown. Cross. Gets past O'Neal. Oh, what? That was a big hit by Royce. He copped it after the whistle was blown. Let's have a look. Oh. He copped it on the chin when Jaylen Brown, like, moved backwards into him. That gotta hurt. So the ball's inbounded for Boston. KD's got 10 this quarter, single-handedly carrying the Nets offense. Brown, cross, got past Royce, and KD, the help defense! And then Brown, trying to save it as he fell out of play, hit TJ Warren, and yeah, TJ Warren. What the fuck is that? How was that not an offensive foul? Royce got absolutely clobbered in the face after Brown tried to, create separation. Oh my god, we gave away a tech. When did that happen? And Tatum converts the technical free throw, but Royce has been hit twice, and he has a right to complain about that. No whistle. But we did well to force the shot clock violation on that possession as well. Royce stays in the game. Kyrie's on the bench. KD. Is he going to shoot the 3? Nope. He's going to drive. He's been doubled. Do not fuck this up. Clax. Royce shoots a 3. Oh, he's got it! And that was important. I tell you what, it didn't look ideal on release, but to his credit, he just keeps on firing. The confidence does not go away. Tatum. Good defense. Brogdon drives after faking the 3. Navigates through. Miscreated. KD. Pass to Warren. Shoots a mid-range. Missed it. Clax nearly got the offensive board. Had the positioning. And unfortunately, it just fell too far away from his grasp. Brown. Drive. Euro. Royce just nabbed it from him. Another turnover, Boston. KD, is he going to just pull up for 3? Nope. He's going to test Brogdon and miss. And then Clax nearly just threw it back in. We're going to get a timeout with 2:13 to play. And for all the defense we've played this quarter, it is an absolute cardinal sin that we're losing. We've held Boston to 9 points in just under 10 minutes. I mean, where did this defense come from? Actually, we've held them to 7 points in nearly 10 minutes. Like, bro, what is going on here? And look, let's have a look at the box score. And we need to see how much they've fallen off. Tatum's only made 1 field goal. Brown has only made 1 field goal. And no threes. That's basically it. There is nothing to talk about except Tatum and Brown. Tatum scored 3. Brown has scored 4. That is their only scoring in this quarter. And granted, it was 50% shooting from the field and 3 in the quarter. And now, it's 42% on both. And with the Nets, KD is leading, but Kyrie needs to support. 5 of 17 he's throwing at the moment. And then the bench, well, what do we really expect? But our shooting's also gone heavily down. You know, we need to start moving the ball proper. But the big thing is the turnover number. They only had 6 at halftime, and we said they needed to increase forcing those. They now have 12. We have forced 7 turnovers this quarter. That is huge in the context of the game. I mean, I don't think it's going to be sustainable, but to our credit, I mean, this is a response and a half defensively. Like, we've struggled from on offense, but the good thing, the defense has been unreal. Just unreal. Would have loved to see Ben in Utah against the Celtics. Oh, it would have been excellent. Hey, Roger Federer's in the house. Sick. TJ's our lucky charm. Seems like that. Our rotation is so short with all these injuries. Yeah, it is. Well, it's not ideal playing an 8-man rotation, but the good thing is we've got a bit of a break. Beyond this, we need to close out the quarter strongly, though. No easy looks. Keep the intensity. Tatum, that is not a foul, man. He just fucking fell over. Oh, my life. That is so soft. You're calling a foul on that, but Royce can get, you know, he can get hit in the face. He can cop a hit in the face, and they just shed a blind eye. It's, fucking infuriating. Brogdon, do not give away the 3. Brogdon on the drive, good defense. Williams hesitates for 3, but then scores it. I cannot stress enough how we need to close out the quarter strong. No buckets. That was only their 3rd make of the quarter from the field. KD, Kyrie's back in the game. Playing a 5-out lineup. KD. Back out of Kyrie. You got to shoot it, Kai. KD. One more. Shot clock expires. And he scores. Extra feed by Kyrie was smart there. I'd rather that than a tough mid-range contested jumper. So now Brogdon. To Pritchard on the wing. And now Tatum in the post on Warren. This is a decent matchup. Tatum. Good work. We nearly forced the turnover. Pritchard, he's going to have to shoot it. It's a shot clock violation. And that is defense by Joe, TJ, and your boy. And your boy, Kevin Durant, on the help. Excellent. All we need to do is just close out the quarter on a 5-0 run. KD has scored 12 of our 17 points in this quarter. Who would have thought we'd be winning a quarter having only scored 17? Warren. KD in the post. Doubled. Oh my god, a turnover. Excellent. And now Williams will pull up for 3, miss it badly, and Brogdon somehow gets the rebound. Perfect position for him off the miss. Tries to take Joe off the dribble. Fuck's sake. We had a chance on one end, and then we committed foul and one on the other end. Fucking dumb. So annoying, man. We literally have played so well this quarter, And we've got nothing to show for it. Fuck's sake. Like, just like that, the lead is back out to 8. How were we only outscoring them by 4 this quarter with all the good defense we've played? Even if we had like an average quarter where we score like 25, that would have gotten us like down 2 going into the last. I would have backed us in to win from there. Kyrie, that's got to be a foul. Thank you. And I'll set the clock to 2.5 because that's the time remaining. So Kyrie's going to shoot a couple. The lead sits at 8. Clax is going to come in for rebounding at the first free throw or after the first free throw. Kyrie makes number 1. And the second free throw coming up. And it's good. 2 seconds to shoot. And that's going to do it. He definitely did not get that off, even though he nearly made it. And that is going to do it. Why is it on 1 minute 54? What are you doing? What are you freaking doing? Scoreboard? What are you doing? It's 3/4 time. Why is it doing that as well? 0-12. The hell is that? So yeah, it is 3/4 time. It is a 6-point game. We held them to 13 points. The issue, we only scored 19 of our own. And granted, it's a good thing that we could have an offensive problem and still outscore the Celtics and trim the lead. But ideally, we would have scored 25 to 27 that quarter and had the lead going into the last. Because I don't think that quarter does justice for how well we played. In terms of forcing turnovers, forcing misses. They only scored 13 the entire quarter. And scored half of those in like the last 2 minutes. We forced so many turnovers. Tatum and Brown barely scored, if ever. And still, we're down 6 and staring down the barrel of a loss, which I could say we deserved on the back of the opening quarter, but for the most part, I'd say we played pretty well. Apart from the first 3 minutes in the second, we've been probably the team that has been better overall. Defensively, we've been excellent, but, obviously, under 70 points in 3 quarters has meant we've been clamped. And our players have not been knocking down shots, and at the moment, it's probably more the latter. Like, Kyrie struggled from the field. Joe hasn't had enough shots. He's been very efficient. The bench hasn't really done anything. Granted, it's only like 3 players that have played on the bench. Or off the bench. And Royce has made a couple threes. But outside of that, it's been really KD. KD or bust. So, play resumes. And this is a big, big last quarter. KD not on the court right now, and we really need to dig in. We can't let the game get away with him off the floor. Kyrie nearly lost his dribble. Royce catch and shoot 3 on the kick. He missed it. Rebound Clax. Kick it out. Royce, good cut. He got blocked by Brown. Transition, Pritchard gets past the closeout, and there's... Oh my god, he missed the wide open layup. Williams missed the wide open layup. How did we get out of that unscathed? I will never, ever understand. And so, we get let off there, but now we need to capitalise on our end. Kyrie, that is a terrible shot. Clacks, the putback! Man, Clacks is going to play a big role. I can just see these second chance opportunities right now are going to help us. He's already had basically 2 cracks at it. Brogdon, bad shot selection, and Clacks with another rebound. Warren. Looking for Curry. He's going to drive on Pritchard, who stays with him. Curry doesn't get the roll. So we need to not shoot bad shots. Pritchard picked up by Curry on the outside. Now the switch. Warren. Brogdon puts his head down. Hauser in the corner. He's got it. Oh my god. We're going to let a white guy destroy us. He's lethal from the outside though. I'll give him credit. That's why he's got a roster spot. Curry to Warren. Screen. Warren. What is this? The ball has gone between 2 players in a full 24. Warren's shot is poor. And that is terrible offense. If we're going to put it bluntly, the only 2 points we've scored in 2.5 minutes has been off a putback. Brogdon just threw it to himself. What is this? Oh my god, man. Thank God. That could have been absolutely ropes. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to show your support. And subscribe if you're new. We're pushing 750 subs, so we will be back in a couple days' time for Nets Hornets. But for now, this is important. Royce O'Neal. Kyrie getting freed up. Oh my god. That was really ropes by Kyrie, looking for a pass that definitely wasn't there. Trying to find someone that wasn't even paying attention. We've actually had more shots than them. And we've made more shots. The problem is the 3-point difference in the first half is coming back to bite, I say. And the free throws. Ball is inbounded. Kyrie. Whoops. 1-on-1 with Pritchard. It's good defense. He basically shot an air ball, but I felt like he had a little bit of contact to deal with. And now Brogdon gets past the closeout. Kick out to Pritchard in the corner, and he missed it. Get the board, Seth. And he got fouled. And that is sensible. That is very, very sensible by Seth. You had to go there. KD and Joe going to check back in for the closing. Tatum is also going to check back in correlation with Kevin Durant. So, the rest of the way, we are going to have a fairly big match. A seesawing affair. Kyrie's going to the bench. Seth remains in. TJ remains in. Clax goes to the bench. I mean, that's an interesting call. Probably needs a little bit of a rest. He'll come back in later on, you'd imagine. Seth Curry. Bounce pass to Warren. We have not really tested Boston's defense. I tell you what. Like right now, what is this? KD getting doubled. Joe going to have to shoot it. Drives. Pulls up for a mid-range and missed it back on. I'm telling you, mate. That is just poor. It's just... It went in 2 players' hands for 24 seconds. Like, come on. So Brogdon on the outside. We're going to get an offensive foul. Tatum will pick it up. Tatum's been an absolute turnover machine in this game. So, just over 8 minutes to play. I cannot stress enough how we need to stay composed. Royce, is he going to shoot a 3? No, he's going to get it to KD. They're going to double this again. What is the point of this? Have some versatility, man. Joe in the corner. Back to Warren. It's a foul on Brown. So it will be a side out. And once again, this offense be hitting a wall. Only 2 points in this quarter to 3. It has been all defense this quarter on both ends. KD going to pull up for 3. And he knocks it down. Finally, he gets a 3 to go. And it's about... That's all good and well. But you need to get a stop on the other end. And Brown, just like that, got an open look and nearly banked it in. But it's a miss. We take it nonetheless. And now KD, one-on-one with Horford. Behind the back. Joe, good backdoor cut. It's going to be goaltending. Or it's going to be a... It doesn't matter. He would have followed it up anyway. And the lead is now down to 2. Excellent read by Joe. A nice little backdoor cut when the double had committed to KD. And now... Another stop is needed. I'm going to adopt an old chant. No, Horford! Got it. Fucking hell. I should have done the chant earlier. And if you know, you know. The chant is an imperative part of the streams. It always seems to work. We always get stops every single time I say it. KD, one-on-one with Horford. Is he going to shoot a 3? He's going to cross. Oh my god. KD over dribbling. And Brown with a dunk. And just like that, the lead is back up to 7. Oh my god, man. Stop turning the ball over, man. I'm literally rubbing my eyes because I'm just so tired of this rubbish. Oh my life. Seriously, the chant may need to be employed here because right now, every time, like we've been within like 2 points so many times in this game and have always, every single time, just managed to not get over the hump. It always happens this way. Always. For the most part, the second half has been good, but when they've scored... has been always when they're only up 2 and they always have like a bit of a, you know, a bit of motivation in them to just get that lead back out to a more comfy position, or transition opportunities. We haven't turned the ball over much this quarter or this half, but the problem is, you know, it just always seems to happen whenever we're down 2. Always a turnover. That always helps fuel that run to get them back out to a good spot. Greater good. Your Kyrie hatred is unmatched, my friend. Your Kyrie hatred is unmatched. He'd be living rent-free in your head, my friend. Anyway, we're back to the game. I don't even want to look at the box score right now. I just want to take things all in for what it is. We've only conceded 21 points in this half, amazingly enough. In nearly 18 minutes of basketball, we've conceded 21 points. You know, the problem is we scored 26. So you cannot say that the offense has really been a staple of this half, but... oh man, here we go. We've got to dig deep. We've had so many attacks being relented by Boston. Amazingly, KD's now been the most efficient out of the big 4 if you want to call them that. Brown, Tatum, Durant, Irving. KD's been the most efficient, despite that ridiculous first quarter by Brown. 6:30 to play. Joe, corner for Royce. He's not going to shoot the three, wisely. KD. What's he going to do? We've got 5 seconds to shoot and he hasn't done anything with. And he turned it over again. Kevin Durant, look after the ball. And Tatum missed the layup. Well done. We got a break. Royce! Oh, for fuck's sake! Fucking brain dead, man. He's so dumb. He just passed it, man, to... Fucking hell. He just passed it to absolutely no one. We had a fast break opportunity and once again, doesn't read the play, has no game awareness, and just passed it right to Jaylen Brown. Get it across halfway. Stop fucking around with it. Get it across halfway. Then work things out. It was a fast break opportunity. I don't know why you're looking sideways. Kyrie convert or scored and has an opportunity for an and one, by the way. In spite of me getting upset, we still made it up going the other way. But still, man, it is a joke. Opportunities like those, we can't convert fast break points. It is a joke. How many points do we average? And just like that, Jason Tatum, simple pick and roll, scores under the basket uncontested. We're not going to win on the back of that. We might hold them under 100 and lose at this rate. Well, just like that. Just like that. Oh, Kyrie got a fucking technical. Such a joke. Such a damn joke. Bro, these refs, man, they have unmatched egos, man. Seriously. Technicals for saying it's bullshit. In that case, mate, in that case, you might as well ban the entirety of the fans from the arena. That is the softest foul I've ever seen in my life. Fucking joke. Just like that, it is a 9-point game. And Brogdon to Horford to the corner for White. And White misses a three. Bad shot selection. We gotta go, man. I don't want to leave it till late. Royce, pass to Joe, was very dodgy. Royce gets it back. KD, drop the ball. And another fucking turnover. And another fast break. And a foul on Royce O'Neal. That's turnover number 4 in the quarter. And I forgot to start the timer. I'm in that much of a scramble that... Fuck's sake. Over-dribbling again. Over-dribbling again. Jesus Christ, this is just unbearable, man. We've played so well to get undone by our own inadequacy. KD with 6 turnovers, bro. I would have rather him shot the ball bad than this happen. And just like that, the lead is double figures. You love to see it. 5 minutes to play. And if this game has proven anything, it's that you can trim a sizable amount off this lead in a matter of minutes. In like 2-3 minutes. Joe, 3. That is bad. Bad shooting. Alright, it's time for the chant. Stop. 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 Just like that. Travel. What did I say? The chant works. The chant works. Mate, I'm going to say it the rest of the way. And I may sound obnoxious. I may be compromising the actual play-by-play element of this. But I'm telling you, they do not score when my chant is employed. Kyrie, off the glass. Tough make. Here we go. 4:30 to play, 9-point game. 9-0 run is possible. Stop. 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 It's a stop. It works. A foul from Tatum. I am telling you, the chant works. Refs have always been softer than Charmin. Carmen? I don't know. Charmin. Isn't Charmin toilet paper? Softer than one-ply toilet paper. Alright, so 4 minutes to play. Come on, Kai. Come on. Come on. Oh, that is so dead. How depressing are you? They're intentionally fouling Clax. Oh, you are so down bad. You were so down bad. If you're fouling Clax with 4 minutes to go up 9. Seriously. I mean, bring Warren in then. Clax makes number 1. I mean, if he converts both free throws here, there may be incentive for them to not foul him. He's shooting under 50% on the year, so factually, it probably is not working in our favor. The second is off, and a rebound for Williams. Alright, the chant is back, baby. Here we go. Stop. 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 He missed it. It works. It works. Come on, Kevin, drive, and 1! Come on! 3:30 to play. KD pushed on the drive. Scores off the glass, ridiculous angle, and a free throw to come with it. Here we go. And he makes the shot. 3:30 to play. The stop chant may get us through this. Come on. Stop. 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 Nope, that's easy. Oh, I thought that was a clean strip. It's going to be a foul on Royce. On the drive. Is he going to challenge that? No, he's not. Okay, come on. So, Brown free throw is... just landed. Come on, fellas. Come on, 91-85. 3:20 to play in the game. And 7-0 runs can happen in the space of 1 minute. Clax goes to the bench, and they have listened to me there. They can't do that exploitation of, the free throws anymore. Who's in the game? Is it Seth Curry? Brown makes both, and probably a little bit lucky on the roll. Here we go. Come on. We need to keep the scoreboard ticking. Kyrie. They were looking for Joe and Seth in the corners, but they couldn't get it there. So it's going to be KD play. 7 to shoot. Post up. KD lost it again. Pass the ball. Stop. Stop. Oh my god. What the fuck are they calling, man? Another whistle. And a timeout for Boston. absolutely hate this game sometimes. Watching our national sport in comparison to this doesn't even compare. Mate, basketball, you can't even fucking do anything. In footy, you can literally armbar someone. Man. It's just so annoying. You literally lay like one arm on him and it's a foul. You say the word bullshit and it's a foul. It's like this game, just generally speaking, the game of basketball is moderated like it's a grassroots basketball game on the street with 8-year-olds playing. Like Little League. Mate. It's literally like the refs are like, stop right there. Don't say the word bullshit. We don't swear around here. But mate, these are grown men and these refs have one layer of skin. You poke them with a toothpick and it's immediately breached. You say the word bullshit and bang, technical. I'm not a Nets fan, but I enjoy your content, especially your raging. Well, it's all about authenticity here. I'm not going to hold back. I've been like that from the very start, and I don't shy away. Seems like the ref's trying to hold us back this game. No, I'm just like ranting about the game generally speaking. Like, on the topic of technical fouls. Like, I understand the game, like, it's a sport where you can't have contact, like, a lot, if at all. But, you know, on the topic of technicals, like, you can't even show emotion in a game that is emotionally charged. Like, come on. Let's be real. Like, you should be just allowed to say, what is that call? It's a bullshit call. Right now on offense, though, if we're going to win this game, obviously, if Jaylen Brown scores, we need 9 points to tie the game without conceding a point. Where are the 9 points going to come from and how are we going to do it? Well, it would start with not giving KD the ball for 24 seconds. And I will give Boston credit. They have been very good in blocking outlets to the corners where the three-point shooters are trying to, open themselves up. So, look, defensively we've been amazing. The offense has been crap. That's why we've only got 85 points in this game. And Boston are an excellent defensive team. Very well disciplined. They're doing all this without Marcus Smart and Robert Williams. It is a system that is so entrenched in their system that no matter what player you play, they will buy in. It's a team defense, a well-oriented team defense, and they make everything difficult. And man, KD, I don't know if KD holding the ball for the entire possession is the right option at all. He's had 7 turnovers. It is very clear that he has not coped well with pressure. They double him, he turns it over. Whether that's him trying to feed the ball to someone else to bail him out, or whether he's trying to hold it because of the earlier incident, which I just mentioned. Currently, we have a stoppage in play, and I'm not sure what for. There's a fair bit of confusion. We don't know what's going on. But we will get play to resume in just a minute. Well, it's a side out for Boston, and I'm gonna use the chant. Come on, stop, 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 stop. He airballed it! The chant works! I've said this every single possession. Wait. Oh my god. Royce fouled on the 3. Are you taking the piss? Oh, that is fucking dumb. Why? The chant does not give them field goals. Oh, I've let the clock run as well. Excellent stuff. And just like that, we were going from potentially cutting the lead to 5 to the lead potentially going to 10. Time to trade Seth. No, it's not. It's just that he fouled 4 times in 3 minutes, and that's why he's basically been really limited in what he can do, minutes-wise. So, Brown misses number 2, and the lead is... Oh, he made 2 of 3, so that means it's a 9-point game. Oh, that is so fucked. You shouldn't be allowed to do this. How dead is this, man? I understand you're playing your percentages, but you shouldn't be able to do this. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. What happened to KD this game? He choked? Oh, look, I don't think he choked at all. He shot the ball pretty well, actually, given everything Boston have thrown at him, but Clax misses both. There you go. Oh, for God's sake. Let me just do the stop chant. Stop, stop. Actually, I did it too late, and unfortunately, they just scored an easy 2. No resistance on the inside. So 2 minutes to go, and the game is probably over, but... Oh my god, KD turned it over again. That is so fucking trash. It's so dumb. We don't even get a chance at an offensive possession because KD is overusing. And then Royce misses a 3. That'll do it. That's the largest lead tonight. Too many shots missed. Oh my god, I can't even speak. It's not too many shots missed because we aren't even taking them. We don't even have any time. Because we're going 4 seconds into the shot clock. Tatum to ice. Yep, that's it. Goodbye. Good night. Goodbye. And look. This second half, defensively, I can't fault the team. Defensively, we have done excellent. Excellent. The fact we're down 16 is so poor. It is not an indication of how well we played tonight for the majority, but the offense was hideous. And the reason we've conceded, I reckon, about a third of the 39 points in the second half is because turnovers early in the shot clock. Like, KD dribbles the ball for 4 seconds. Tatum easily strips him of the ball and scores an easy 2 on the fast break because there's no one back, obviously. So, look, you've got to credit a good team when you face them. And Boston are a very good team. Scored 101 points. We've only scored 35 points in the second half and we've been outscored, obviously. We've conceded 39 in the quarter. The problem is the offense. The offense hit a wall. We didn't have an answer for the zone. We turned the ball over a shit ton. And I'm not going to be a guy who makes excuses because the refs do not put you down 16. They may help a little bit, but sure as hell, they do not contribute to 85 points in a game. They don't. At all. That is on us. And I can't help but think that we needed we need more offense. That we can't dispute that they're missing players, but we're also missing our own. We're missing quite a few rotation pieces. Do I think Ben would have helped us tonight? Potentially not. Because, defense wasn't really the problem. We've conceded 101. Utah would have been excellent on a night like tonight. You know, he possibly could have chipped in with 10 to 12, and that would have been pretty handy right about now. Day'Ron Sharpe hits a three-pointer. How did he have more success on the outside than Kevin Durant in this game? Or Kyrie Irving in this game? So, Cornet, easy alley-oop. And, well, this is just going to slowly wrap up, isn't it? Edwards is not going to pull up for three. He drives, a little floater. That was an air ball. Day'Ron Sharpe gets it under the bucket. Joe, cross-court to Cam. Drives, missed the layup. We're going to get free throws. Why did I not start the clock? Made buckets are basically the same. They made 7 more free throws and 7 more threes, which gives them 14 more points. But free throws is probably the bigger problem. The threes have been rectified. Like, as much as they were bad, or our defense was bad in the first half of the three, we did very well to peg it back in the second half. You know? And we had to find other ways to level it out and even out the disparity, which we didn't do enough. But it was the turnover number. We had that number on them in the first quarter. Hence why the Celtics could score 8 threes, but we were only down 8. Purely because we weren't turning the ball over. On the flip side, in the last quarter, the turnovers arrived a crap ton. And, well, that's actually where the leads come from in the last. It's not because we're playing bad defense. It's not because the offense was poor. It was because the turnovers were creating extra opportunities. And as I said, the fast break looks that they got in this game were the difference. We didn't convert them in the first half at all. And they did in the second half. Boston was my home team. They've definitely been good, but it's just not enough for Brooklyn to win tonight. Well, you have to deliver your best. You have to put your best foot forward in this game against Boston. We knew what it was going to take, but unfortunately, our best was not there today. And look, it wasn't a bad performance. I'm not going to say it was a bad performance because really, I don't think it was an 11-point game. I think it was a bit closer than that, but ultimately the offense was lacking. Those who are leaving now, make sure to drop a like on your way out and subscribe if you're new. We're pushing 750. I don't know if we're there yet, but a quick post game from me. I've lost my voice, so it's best that we end this thing sooner rather than later. Let's have a look. You can see for Boston, look at their shooting. I mean, at halftime it was 50% shooting. And they end the game having only scored 41 in the second half. You know, we did a much better job of stopping their outlets. And you can see Tatum 10 and 19, 29 points, and Brown got 34 and 10 and 20. I mean, given how Brown started, you know, that's a pretty good defensive performance in the second half. But Tatum, I don't know how many fast break points he had, but best believe that really helped him getting scoring in this game. And if we look at the Nets, well, KD didn't actually play bad. Keep crying? Oh, I'm definitely not crying. I'm actually fairly content with this performance. Kyrie was bad. Pretty poor. 7 of 21 from the field. I mean, that's not going to help you in a game where you need to score. Royce O'Neal, 2 of 12. I mean, come on. And 5 fouls. Clax was awesome. 9 points and 14 rebounds. I mean, how many of those were offensive? I don't know. Let's have a look. 5. And Kyrie also had 3 offensive boards, which is impressive. But the bench, I mean, we knew the bench wasn't going to offer. You know? Seth Curry, 4 fouls, 14 minutes, had 1 shot, did nothing. And then Cam, well, 8 points, fair portion of those from the line. It was just, look, there's games where you just don't have it in you. You don't have the firepower, you know. And the case of us losing today was simply because we played the best team in the league. They have the best record for a reason. And look, I will give us credit for putting our best foot forward, especially defensively, apart from the first quarter. The problem was, as I said, the offense. Boston have a very good defensive system. It's going to be hard to exploit and get through that. But unfortunately, we didn't find that way. And aside from KD, it was pretty much a no-show on the offensive side. If we look at a couple things, rebounds were pretty even. We had more offensive boards, which was good, but the turnover count, 14. And we did well in the third quarter of forcing, but not having our own. But in this game, or in this last quarter, we had, I don't know how many, I reckon about 7 or 8. And that was never going to help us down the line where we needed as many possessions as possible to make inroads. That free throw number also kills. Clack's 1 of 6 from the line. I mean, that guy needs to work on his free throw routine, man. Because we can't be having that. KD, 8 turnovers. Defensively was pretty monumental, but still, 8 turnovers. That is not going to help, especially when you've got the highest usage. You're taking the most shots. We need you to have the ball and be responsible with it as much as possible. And yeah, for Boston, well, they ended with 15 turnovers, and we did a good job of forcing them in the second half as well. Their free throws, they converted more. Goes against the trend of a lot of teams that come to the Barclays Center where they are very inaccurate. But, overall, as I said, I'm not that upset because I circled this game on the calendar and said, this game we're probably going to lose. And I get that's probably a bad mindset to adopt. But at the same time, if we're going to be real with ourselves, we've got to acknowledge greatness in the league. And right now, the Celtics, I think, have the best offensive rating. So, the fact we held them to 103 is no mean feat. But the problem is, the shooting. We had to breach their defense. And I don't know what ranked defense they are this year. And I'll have a quick look at it for you. In terms of the league, Boston's opponent's point per game. Oh, they're actually mid-ranked. They're pretty average defense this year. But their points per game, they are the best in the league. So I take this as a win. If we're looking at moral victories, I take that as a win. We held them to 103 points. Against the clear best offensive team in the league. The last time we played a good offensive team in the Kings, the second best ranked offense, we conceded 153. So the intensity was there from the very, very start. Apart from when we conceded 8 threes in the first quarter. But you get what I'm saying here. And if we look at the fast break points, which I'm very interested to see. Fast break points. Let's have a look. Are we going to get fast break? Yeah. 26 fast break points to 13. So, there you have it. Those 13, we lost by 11. And we conceded 13 more fast break points. We concede less fast break points because we don't turn the ball over. And we score those few opportunities we had early in the game to, tack on a couple buckets or tack on a couple points when we needed them. Then, basically, this game could have been a 96-95 win for us. Or something along those lines. Because I reckon 3 or 4 times Tatum had an easy wide open transition dunk because KD turned it over 5 seconds into the shot clock. And, as I said, we missed maybe 2 or 3 opportunities where we had the upper hand in a fast break. We outnumbered them and had more size. So theoretically, you just needed to do a simple alley-oop. I'm combining 2 words. This is crazy. A simple alley-oop or just keep the ball high in the air. There was one that keeps sticking out to me in my mind. KD and Claxton on Derek White in a fast break. And the result was we basically stuffed up the fast break. KD passed it to Clax and had to take it in his midriff, or at his midriff. And that's a level where Derek White can steal it or make his life difficult. And Clax, who's got butterfingers at times, fumbled it. And then we had to reset and do a half-court possession, and that's a problem with, that's a problem when, Boston are playing such good defense and holding your team to ultimately 92 points in a game. You got to try convert those transition buckets, and we didn't. So, yeah, this is a game that could have been, but as I said, I'm not overly upset with the performance. The next game is against the Hornets. We know how they are. Last time we played them, they were fairly hungry, and we've got to be mindful of that. They are 7-16 on the season. They did not play today. They did play yesterday. I don't know if they won or lost. I don't know. But regardless, we've got to be ready to go. We've got to bring the same energy. I do think we'll beat teams if we play like this against worse opposition. I do think that we'll be fine. But better opposition are going to hold us accountable, and punish us more so with the turnovers and whatever. But the offense isn't going to be this bad every game. It's just when you get a good defense thrown at you, then it's going to be a struggle, and you've got to find ways. And we saw last year in the playoffs the same kind of schemes being thrown at Kevin Durant. Heck, it wasn't even a scheme. It was just tight defense and hassling defense. And KD had 8 turnovers by the end of it. And good defenses will do that to you. They will make your life difficult. They will not let you get whatever you want, because KD, obviously, his skill speaks to oppositions and says, challenge me all you want, but I'm going to score over you. And Boston today, well, they clapped back and said, well, you can do whatever the hell you want, but we are not going to shy away, and we are going to ensure that your confidence is dampened. KD still had 24 shots and scored over 50%, but the turnovers is the problem. And the turnovers would have been, well, they're very influential in deciding games like today, especially when we're lacking offense. Anyway, that'll do it. I'm done talking. That's my rant for today. I don't usually hang around this long. But we will be back in a few days' time, so make sure to show your support on the way out in more ways than one. Suns will take care of the Celtics on Wednesday. That could be a good contest, a very good contest. The Celtics are 19-5, and the Suns are 16-7 right now. So it's going to be a good one, but that'll do it. We'll see how those games transpire, but I will see you in a few days' time when it's all, when we're back at it again. Have a good one, and we will catch you soon. See you later.